Welcome back to Level of Detail, brought to you by the Games Development Department here at Staffordshire University. I'm Shaun Reeves, I'm course lead for Computer Games Development, and today I'm joined by Associate Lecturers Molly Swift and Jamie Nicholas. In a change to our usual location, we're filming in Staffordshire University's Cadman television studio today. And in this special episode, we're putting down our controllers to talk about some of our favourite tabletop games. We're going to be playing the board game version of the most popular series, Sniper Elite. Before we start, it's worth pointing out that my guests aren't familiar with this particular game, so I'm going to be teaching on the go. Wish me luck. So, it does say, let's get rolling, but there's no rolling in this game. Okay, but let's start. Okay, so we've set the game up, pre-set, and I've marked down on my board, which is a replica of the main board. I'm going to show that a little bit here to the camera. I'm the sniper. These guys are the defenders, okay, within the game. So, the sniper will go first. The sniper also has two objectives. I'm going to show these to the camera there, okay? And you're probably going to see where they're going to be on the board, okay?
We both looked. We didn't see anything.
Cheats. Cheats. So as we're going through these, I'll do a bit of cheating. Cheating. I'm going to do a bit of chatting.
Let's see how it is.
As we go through these, we're going to do a little bit of a chat about some questions and whatnot, and I'll do my best to teach them as well. Okay, right. So first things first, I'm going to take the first move of the game. Okay, the sniper always does. All right, and I'm going to take my moves. All right, so I'm going to move my spaces there. Okay, and then I am going to pass turn. So this is over to you now, guys. So
I think it would be a good idea if we all did intel
Yes,
on this turn.
because we've got intel. So intel checks the whole area that we're in, and then we've got specific ones we can do within that area. So I think doing a big intel run first is going to get us a lot of information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you in the black area?
yes.
Oh, well, that was
Okay,
easy.
then that was easy.
Well, our plan just went entirely out the window.
Yeah, but you know where to go.
We know where we're going now. Is it on to me?
Yes. It is.
Cool. Okay, I'm going to start. I'm going to run some fellas over towards the black area.
So each you can do two, or the same one twice, and they can move two spaces.
So could I do movement for two characters?
Yes.
And they can both move
Two each,
squares.
yeah.
Okay. Cool. Okay. I'm going to run this gentleman here. I'm going to lovingly call Barry. 1, 2. Okay, because I want to cover that corridor there.
Yeah.
And then where else could Shaun come from? Over here as well, because it's the. I'll pop myself over here. 1. And I can move this outside of the yellow area.
Yes,
can't I?
indeed.
There
Yes,
we go.
yes.
I'm going to encroach on
There we go.
the black sector.
Indeed, indeed. And then the team here. This is a joint effort.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We're
So where do you want to
co-parenting
go?
the red team.
And we're doing a fantastic job.
We are doing brilliantly.
Where do you want to go? Where would
mean,
you think?
So we've got our officer, who's a pretty important fella.
Yeah.
He should probably stay there.
Yeah, the officer is best staying
The
in
other
their
two,
segment.
I think we should start. I mean, we've got some great intel
Do you
from the
want to
start.
move some over here?
Yes, I'm thinking if we move this gentleman 1, 2 here
Yep.
into those boxes, because then he can check all of this here, can't he? And then we've got it pretty well covered. Could also move this one over here. We need to give them better names.
Yeah, we can't
got-
just keep referring to
Barry's doing great. This is Archie. Should we move Archie through the building?
Yeah,
Oh,
Okay.
and I think that is our...
That is
that
your
was our
turn.
turn.
Go. Okay. So
Good.
what I'm going to look at what I'm going to do next.
okay.
Can you tell us what makes a board game engaging, in your opinion, as part of your PhD research?
So far, in relation to this board game, I'm really enjoying the teamwork and social premise. I love a good social deduction game.
I really like hidden movement games, and obviously this is a hidden movement game.
Yeah.
I just find them really fun.
I mean, I focus my research on players.
Yeah.
So the fact that all three of us are currently interacting with each other is very cool to me.
It's the social interaction of it, I think, that makes it just more engaging.
Like I struggle with things like D&D because a lot of the stuff happens between one player and the DM as it's going along in like combat. But so far, everything we've done has been a discussion. We've had to work together.
Yeah.
I'm increasingly getting more and more suspicious of Shaun. He's got a grin that's just very, look at it. That's terrifying. He's pulling some moves.
And my move is done.
I see.
Okay.
So I'm going to pass the turn to you guys now. There you go.
A cunning distraction.
Okay. You are our expert on board games.
Wow, Jamie, thanks. I'm going to go here. And I'm going to do a sweep of... Could I do a sweep of these two areas? Or no?
Yes, you could, yes.
Yeah, I'm going to do a sweep of those two areas.
Okay. No, I'm not there.
Okay, cool.
No. So these are train carriages.
Yeah.
Just there. So you can do a sweep inside a carriage here, and the reason being is because you can imagine that you could hear through the wooden doors or whatnot of the carriage. That's good. Yeah. But no. So
some lovely environmental narrative going on here.
Yes.
There's trains. There's a lovely submarine here. We're at a dock. Something's going on.
This is what we call
Level
this.
design.
This map is called the launch facility.
Oh.
There's another map on the other side. There's another board in another box that I've got. Oh, sorry, in there actually, which got another 2 maps on it. And in the Kickstarter deluxe upgrade kit, which I purchased. Thank you, Rebellion Unplugged. Absolutely love it. Thank you, brilliant. Huge fan. I've got another 2 maps in there as well. And one of those maps is, I believe, is a Sniper Elite 4 map. So.
The one I haven't played.
Yeah. So.
Right, I think sweeping's a pretty good call.
I think sweeping is a good call.
I don't know. So, if Captain Shaun is going from here up that way, you're going to get him from there. I should start sweeping around here.
Yeah, absolutely. He might have moved out of that sector now.
That's true because we knew he was there.
we could still have a look around.
So I can move and sweep, can't I?
You can move one character and sweep with that character, or sweep with another character, yes.
So I think it would be prudent, because there's a little way through here from the black sector to the yellow sector. I'm going to pop this gentleman. I think this was Archie. I'm going to jump him here and then here, and I'm going to sweep that space, and that space here.
No.
I tried my best.
Okay. So what are we doing with the...
Yes, it's our co-parented squad, isn't it?
This one is a medic. What are we doing with the medic?
No one's died yet, which is good.
Okay.
It all depends on where we think Shaun is.
Well, I think we should...
I am nowhere and everywhere.
But for the purposes of the game, he is somewhere.
I'm here.
Might be worth. How many spaces can you move in around?
I can move up to 3, but 2 or 3 spaces. If I start, finish, or pass through one of your spaces or an adjacent space, I need to let you know that I've made a noise. So far, I haven't.
You've got to get inside Shaun's head.
Well,
Start thinking about C++ or something. It's a programming joke for all the lovely people at home.
I'm thinking of all the ways you could have gotten out of this sector. So you can only leave a sector through these, or can you just move through? No, you can just move through them.
Move through them.
Yeah, you can just move through them. Those are doors.
They're invisible barriers.
I've also got a Tesco delivery at 6 o'clock tonight as well, so, yeah.
Right, so Shaun's either gone this way or this way, so we need to prioritise looking over here or looking over here. Now, if Shaun, so you can enter the map from 4 different places. If Shaun entered the map over here, oh no, that's metagaming. That's fine.
This is how you do hidden movement games.
Oh yeah, true.
If he entered the map from over here, then
He's either got
been
objectives in
moved.
black area or the yellow area.
Do you move in the first round?
I
before
do
we
move in the first round, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I can't enter a zone of which I have an objective in.
Right.
So he's over here somewhere.
I've just pulled the stranger's face.
So I'm tempted to start moving some of these.
I
pieces.
trust you. I trust you on that one. Let's.
This might be an awful idea.
You gonna
Move him
sweep?
there. I am going to sweep, but I don't think I'm going to sweep these two.
Those
I
two.
don't think he
No.
is in this channel.
No,
I
I'm
think
not. I'm not.
he's over here.
Because we immediately squished him in over here, so we've probably
Yeah.
flushed him this way.
You did have a second yellow turn, didn't you?
Yes.
Yes,
you
I
yeah,
did.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got one
And then
more
we've got-
red.
One more red.
Oh, did you move and sweep?
We moved
Yeah,
and
we
sweep.
just yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
Moved
it.
and swept.
There you go. Yeah, yeah.
Move and
Yeah.
sweat.
I'm glad one of us is on it anyway. All right, so it's my turn. My turn. There we go. Okay, so.
This is quite anxiety-inducing.
It is.
Yeah,
It's part of the fun of hidden
it
movement
is
games.
part of the fun of hidden movement games. There's a lovely chart we show people when we're designing games like this, where it's got like a line that goes between like fear and like time or something like that. It's the anxiety chart,
Yeah.
which is fantastic. Make your players reasonably anxious, but not too anxious that they get
overly
scared of the
anxious.
game.
Okay.
It's stress and fun.
The two.
This is my motion for graphs.
Is that a graph?
If in post could we edit a graph into my hands, that'd be fantastic.
And I'm going to pass turn.
You're going to pass a turn?
I'm done.
Interesting. When can I place the dogs?
I
Whenever
would like
you
some,
would
Whenever I
like to.
want.
some dogs, that would be quite cool. Because then we could give them really adorable names, and then when Shaun shoots them on the internet, he'll be known as the person who shot Fluffy.
Thankfully, you can't shoot the dogs.
Yeah, you can't. You can't kill the
No,
dogs.
nor would
Rebellion
I,
knows
as
what's
a
about.
huge dog fan. I wouldn't do that. So, while you're thinking about what move you're going to do, Molly, Jamie,
Okay.
we've got a collection of board games which transpire into video games, and video games that transpire into board games. But what are your opinion on it? What similarity do you find between board games and video games?
So the common thread between both is mechanics, and mechanics, I mean, they're what we work with in games. They're what the player interacts with the game space with. They're what I study, and they're incredibly powerful.
This is your PhD, right? Yeah.
My PhD's in
yeah.
the ability for mechanics to do certain things. And one of the really cool things they do is they allow certain parts of ourselves to enter into character narrative, which is really awesome through things like character customization, the things you say to other characters in video games. And it can all be, you can see this in both analog games and in digital games. So when I talk to a character in D&D, you can see almost direct comparisons in things like Mass Effect when I get to pick a dialogue option.
Okay.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Good.
So I've placed the. Is that my action if I've placed?
No. You take one of those. So I'll pop that over here.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool.
And now you've still got two movements.
Okay, cool.
Okay, or two actions.
I'm going to go here.
Okay.
And I'm going to go here.
Okay. Good. Right. I'm going to pass the turn to you now, Jamie. But Molly, yeah, I want to hear your opinion. What similarities do you find? You play a lot of board games, yeah?
Yes, I play a lot of board
So-
games and I do play tabletop.
What do
RPGs
you
as
tend
well.
to find is a familiar kind of, mechanic or asset that you tend to find in board games, in video games?
I think it's almost the taking on another character aspect that's quite interesting to me. Is the suspension of disbelief, in like getting yourself wrapped up in a different world, even if it's just like a board game like this, or if it's something a bit more invested, even if it's something like Monopoly, there's still kind of a role-playing aspect to it that I think is really interesting.
Yeah.
And the psychology of it is really interesting as well.
I think a bigger question here is, have you ever completed a game of Monopoly? I know I haven't.
I have.
No.
I have.
Not very good at capitalism, so I have decided to move.
You have? Okay.
I'm going to move Barry. I'm going to pop him here and then here. And I'm going to sweep that space, and that space.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
Shaun, you're killing me here.
And then the red zone? The red zone? The red characters? They're going to move?
Right. I mean, one of the big things to note here is collaborative play is a big thing.
Yeah.
I love working together with other players,
Yeah.
like in D&D.
Yeah, I think that's what's so good about
Yeah.
tabletop games is it's the collaboration aspect, and I like board games as well that have large collaboration or like co-op aspects.
Interestingly on this is, while you're kind of thinking about this red, this is having kind of a little bit of a chat, but interestingly, I've got back into painting 40k
Yeah.
after 25 years, all right? So 25 years ago, I kind of like did, and I finished in Ultramarines, and I've got back into it again. And I think for me, playing it is good. I think the painting, it's almost like therapy for me.
Yeah, I find it
Yes.
really therapeutic.
You know,
yeah.
for those
fun.
type of
It
games.
can
I
get
love
quite
that bit.
stressful when you're getting into the small details, and it's just so frustrating. But it's quite a calming activity.
Yeah, it
it's
is.
something that you can just focus on for hours on end.
Yeah,
I had a Tau Empire whole
Really?
build at one point, and I stopped because I was about 14, 15, and I went to open one of my gunships to put some blokes inside, and a massive spider crawled out. No, never again.
Tom Oliver, the course lead for games design and programming, he's a big Toe fan. So that's a organiser.
I didn't know I could
Yeah,
become
yeah.
more of a Tom fan,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
here we are.
yeah, there we go.
What are we
Right.
going to do?
Red, what do you think?
I'm willing to do some intel.
I'm also down for some intel. That would be a good play.
I don't know if he would have been able to get there in.
He would have. I'm doing maths in my head. I think he could be in either the yellow or red zones, But-
Okay,
only just.
we'll collect some intel.
You can click some intel on red?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
He's in yellow.
Okay, so next turn. Back to the sniper. Back to the sniper. Okay. While I'm going through this process of alerting you to the fact that I've just completed my first objective. Okay. So we're just going to reset all these back to the top here. Okay. And there we go. So I'll reveal that one. And I have to put a noise counter because you're all alert now. You all know where I am. I need to put that into my shop bag.
Okay.
Okay. Again, the deluxe edition counters. Very nice. Thank you, Rebellion. Yes. So I am there now, but I haven't moved yet. So one of the actions is to obviously complete an objective, which I've done, and then I'm going to run away.
Okay.
So do we that token there? That's you.
Yes.
How long are we going to see that for?
That's me
That's where he is at the minute.
at the minute, and then
You
I'm going
will
to run, and that's going to be a ghost of me, and then that will disappear on my next turn.
Ah.
So how many
That's pretty
spaces can you move?
I can move up to 3, but I need to alert you
Okay.
if I do move
That's
more
actually,
than
if we're talking about the translation between board games to digital games, one of the big things about Sniper Elite, when you talk about it mechanically, is the enemies don't automatically know where you are if you make a noise. They will know where you are if they can see you, and they will know vaguely where you are if they can hear you. So if you are there, and what Shaun's doing right now is where he's probably going to run off in a direction. Which direction, Shaun?
I'll probably go northeast.
Damn it. We as the NPCs only know that Shaun was over here, and it's
Yeah.
something that's directly taken from the game.
Yeah.
Or at
is
least
cool.
if you're good at playing it, which I was not.
I'm just
I
going
got
to.
shot many times.
There we go. So yes, I'm quite happy with that.
You can always check your work for you if you want.
Yeah, at the end.
Okay.
At the end,
Okay.
at the end, please, sir.
Give it my best shot.
Right. Now, what I did do is I moved 3, and by moving 3, I had to move through and past adjacent characters of yours.
Name that character real quick.
So this
'cause he's
character
the
here
MVP.
heard something. But the thing
Barnabas.
is, Whether I left the carriage that way or this way, I would have to tell you anyway, because that character was adjacent to where I was anyway. So I could have gone one of two ways, and I've moved quite a distance.
Okay.
So I want to pass it over to you guys now to noodle it out.
If I was playing, I've got to, again, get in Shaun's head, I would be moving as far away from us
I think he's
as
going around this
possible.
way.
If he does that, we're close.
No.
Send the dog in. Deploy
I
the dog.
can't. I've deployed the dog already.
Little woofer.
Can we call the dog Poppy?
Yes.
Do you have a dog called Poppy?
After my late Labrador Poppy.
Yes.
Aww.
So while you're noodling that, Molly,
Yeah.
you're
Sorry,
you're
it's me.
seeing-
It's
okay.
always me.
That's okay. What sort of courses do we have here at Staffordshire University that accommodate analogue board game kind of design development? How does it transpire into the digital phase of courses as well?
So from a design perspective, everything we're doing here can be directly translated into a digital space. So I know a lot of people who will develop a game on an analog state to test things like how mechanics are going to work, and then we'll translate it into a actual digital state. So we talk a lot about the iterative process, so repeating things over and over again until you
That's
get
a
the best.
massive thing in concept art as well.
Until you get the best possible example of something.
Yeah.
And you can always start with something like a video game when you're developing something big like a digital game. It's very cool.
Okay. Do you think that, obviously with Sniper Elite 5 now in the series, digitally, video game, do you think, and obviously this came out through the pandemic, so only a couple of years ago, all right? Do you think it could have gone the other way, as in that this could have come out first and then Sniper Elite, the video game, could have come out beyond this?
Easily.
Yeah.
Do you think?
I mean,
Yeah.
you see it with games like Baldur's Gate 3, or the Baldur's Gate
Oh, yeah,
series,
absolutely.
or
Yeah.
the Pathfinder digital version.
Yeah.
Pathfinder Kingmaker.
Yeah, there you go. You can take analog games and make them digital games.
Yeah.
Like,
And they work
it's
quite well.
fantastic.
They do work quite well.
They do.
Ah,
They work really
interesting.
well.
Interesting.
Because there's a lot of similarities, I find, between
Yeah.
the two.
Mm.
It's
Go on.
this is broken down into mechanics which feature within the game,
Yeah.
and it's you can do vice versa. It's like health and all of that is obviously based on things like constitution and stuff like that in D&D. So it is transferable.
We got a lot of the key concepts for a lot of digital games from analog series.
Oh, yeah.
So like the Elder Scrolls series, Dragon Age, like all of them have got like roots in like classic D&D
Yeah.
and other tabletop role-playing games
Yeah.
like that. And it's really awesome to see the translation from one to the other. I love it.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Brilliant. So while you're thinking about that, I'm just going to kind of a little talk about this, but I started playing video games in the 80s. So the sort of Commodore, the NES, the Master System, all that sort of, so, you know, the very start of consoles and so forth, okay? You know, sort of Mega Drive and PlayStation. I remember a world without the internet, okay?
Good for you.
It was glorious. However, you know, friends when I was at 10, 11, we used to play kind of like, you know, board games. We used to play a lot of D&D, things like that, you know. So obviously when the video games kind of came out and we were playing Mario and, Metroid and things like that, when they were released, yeah, Street Fighter, which is, watch your space, you know, it was fantastic to kind of see, you know, the board games that we enjoyed, not as an absolute replica, but as like another medium. But still, then, because we haven't got the internet, you still multiplayed it next to each other. And we've got an episode on that. Check out our channel on YouTube.
Well, board games are kind of coming back in.
They are,
There's
yeah.
been a massive like resurgence, and tabletop RPGs as well. I would say it's probably definitely exploded since post-COVID.
There's a lot of things. I
Absolutely.
mean, obviously, like there's bits of pop culture that are coming out, like Critical Role, for example, massive for TTRPGs. Like they came around when D&D was having its renaissance again, so everyone was picking it up again. And then Critical Role obviously became massively popular to the point of which, you know, Amazon series, an almost household name. For, I mean, at least in you know our space. It's really cool to see nerd culture become a bit more mainstream as well, because now my nan knows what D&D is, which is fantastic.
And a lot of things that you know, thanks to things like Stranger Things.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Of course, you know that sort of.
That's been a massive.
Absolutely. The only thing I will say is that I've got an ETA. Okay, so I've got a vehicle waiting for me to escape the launch facility. So
I see.
Come on.
Ah, right.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
So you got us talking about board games.
We do.
You've distracted us with conversation about board games.
from the board
It's easier to distract Jamie than it is you, Molly.
Well, yeah. Famously, I'm very easily distracted.
Okay. What are you doing then?
Isn't it your turn?
No,
I've been.
Molly's been. Yeah.
Is it my
I've
turn?
been. It's
And I've
your
just
go,
been
Jamie.
talking about
Yeah.
D&D. Okay, so I'm gonna right. I could have gone 1, 2. Oh, okay. I'm gonna grab Barry again. I'm gonna move him into this building, and then into this one as well. And I'm going to sweep this space, and this space.
So you've moved him and sweeped, yeah?
Yeah.
No.
An attempt was made.
So you moved 3 spaces. Okay.
So we're on the reds now, aren't we?
Yes,
Are we?
we are.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do? I feel like I've made all of the decisions. With
No.
these guys.
My decisions have got us nowhere. So it's.
Jamie, I don't think mine again is any further along either.
I don't have a shred of tactical knowledge in my head. So Sun Tzu, never heard of her. I'm going to say we should probably, if you're correct, which
I'm probably not.
no doubt in my mind.
That's a lot of pressure.
I know. This sort of collaboration is lovely.
It is really good.
If he's gone up the train tracks, right, then the Reds should probably cut off the train tracks, right?
So
Time to
you're
seat your heart
thinking.
out. My exact thoughts, yes.
Are you taking credit?
No. Can we sweep as well?
That was either a good. I won't say a good bluff, but it was either a bluff or you were genuinely terrified that we found you.
You got one more move for the reds. What are you gonna do?
Wait, we've got an action.
Yes, one more. Yes, one action. I mean,
I'm
sorry.
going to sweep.
Yeah.
You gonna sweep?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
Where?
You choose the squares, Jamie.
Okay. Right. I'm gonna go for that one and that one.
You can't go that
You
one.
can't
It
go
needs
that
to be
one.
adjacent. So
I love how I was like, you
any of
choose the
these.
squares,
And
Jamie,
I
and
got
then
it
as
wrong.
soon as you chose one, I was like, oh, not those ones.
I'm gonna go with that one
Yep.
and that one.
Okay. Yeah, that's better.
No.
Damn.
Okay. Right. So I'm going to do some things, and while I am, I want you guys to tell me, Molly, what was your favourite ball game ever?
Oh. There's a really good board game, I don't know if you've heard of it, called Nemesis.
I have heard of it. Yes.
Yes, it is really, really good. It's essentially Alien, the board game. You're trapped on a spaceship, there are aliens on the spaceship, and you have to get out. You can play it either co-op, or you can play it semi-co-op. So co-op, you all have the same objectives, and in the semi-co-op, you each have your own objectives, and that might literally be you have to be the sole survivor, or you have to let this player character die. So things like that. So there is like an element of basically stabbing each other in the back.
Okay.
But there's also there's another hidden movement game called Mind Management, which is quite a good hidden movement game, which I think we were talking about before the episode.
Yes, we were. Yeah.
That's a really good. I do really like hidden movement games. I just think there's like the collaboration
It's
aspect,
good, isn't
I
it?
think. And I do like Nemesis in co-op mode because that's really good.
would you like me to answer as well?
Please.
I'm going to cheat.
Go on.
I'm sorry. It's a digital board game.
Okay.
So it's like a digitized version of a dungeon crawler D&D-esque game called Demio or Demios, one of those two.
I think I've
And it was
heard of that.
You could do it in VR.
Okay.
And it was fantastic because I live very far from home, but I played that with my brother and my cousin and
that's
my
nice.
dad, and I actually got to like have some time with them, which was,
Yeah.
it brought people together, you know, which is
Yeah.
what board games do.
Indeed.
And
Indeed. I
less
like that.
Not at Christmas, but any other
Yeah.
time.
And not Monopoly.
Not Monopoly.
I think for myself, it would be. I'd like to say, all time. One of my big favourites was Nightmare, but the VHS version. And they've re-released it, and you can get the videos now on Vimeo.
Yeah.
But the original one, I think, from 1991.
There was quite a few board games that had like VHS.
Yeah, VHS tape, you popped it in and there was the gatekeeper and he would pop up everything and scare the life out of you.
Yes,
And then
I've played it.
It's really good.
Yeah.
But my current one at the minute, we've got a book in our house and it's the monthly board game competitions. And my wife and my eldest daughter, so Helen, Holly, hello, we play board games and then the winner gets a tick in the book and, you know, at the end of the month they become the champion, and through that we play a lot of with my daughter Ticket to Ride Junior, and she loves it.
Rides, yeah,
absolutely loves it. Yeah. Okay, now I have moved. Okay, and
we heard you, didn't we, Shaun?
You didn't know, I'm afraid. Okay, so that comes back off the bottom, not that's the start of the tone. So I have moved. You haven't heard me, unfortunately, and. Yes, you'll go.
I'm gonna gather intel, I think.
Yeah, I think we're a bit blind right now.
I'm gonna gather intel.
Okay. Where? In black?
Yeah.
Yes.
Still there.
Still there.
Still there.
Ah.
Okay, that narrows it down. To be fair, we have kind of cornered him a bit.
Oh, that's because we're so good at the game. That's why.
I've got my means.
Probably.
Oh no. So if he was here, can't go through the building because there's a dog there, right?
No.
So that's going to cause a problem.
Yeah.
Little
and
woofer. Can't go. You would have known if he'd gone through there.
Yeah.
Okay. In my mind, he's somewhere over here.
I think he's somewhere around here, yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad you agree. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Okay.
No.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
What I'm going to do is
I'm putting all my
to...
thought processes into this.
Yes, as am I. Not lucky for us. There's not many of mine. So I'm going to move this one. I'm going to move him in here.
Okay.
I'm going to sweep, and I'm going to sweep this one and this one.
No.
Okay. Why'd you do this to me? Evil.
Just the
Evil
smug
is what
smile as well.
It's when you know something, isn't it, other people don't?
Agreed to play this board game with you, and you're ruining my life live on air.
I'm a huge Sniper Elite fan. This gives me such pleasure. I played this last summer with Jay Vickers. Hi Jay, how you doing? I hope you're well. Yeah, it was great. We played in my garden. Sun was out. It was baking hot. There may have been a little bit of beer, but it was great fun. Yeah. And we didn't fall out. That was the best thing. We didn't fall out at the end of it. You know, not like we are.
Is there any chance for...
No, it's one of those things. You can play a board game and you can kind of not really argue, but you can kind of fall out. But at the end, especially with hidden movement games, it's always like, oh my god!
I can't wait to show you this board at the end.
Is there any chance of beer on this podcast?
Absolutely not.
Damn.
No, absolutely not. No.
An IPA?
No.
Can I push you for that?
We've got water.
Ah.
Okay, because we need our brains fresh.
We do.
We do.
Where do you want to move? Because I was just about to move in without consulting you then.
That's fine. That's you know what? I like the trust you have in me. So, where haven't we looked, Molly?
everywhere.
Why haven't we looked? He's under your seat. No. I think if he's gone up here, he might be. No, because he would have gone past the dog. Yeah.
Might sweep.
Maybe inside the. Can we sweep inside the train
I
as
can't
well?
sweep
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a. Is it an adjacent? Oh no, it's not an
No.
adjacent space. I'm afraid. No. Those two? No, I'm afraid not. No.
Damn it.
No.
I thought you would have tried to sneak up past the rail.
Okay.
It's a
So
good thing we're not being vetted for the military, isn't it? This is not in our favour.
I'm gonna be mindful of the number of steps I've got left as well. You see. Okay. Right. I'm gonna spice it up a little.
Okay.
Okay.
One of us is about to get shot.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
As long as that doesn't translate into real life, that's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. Okay. Right. I'm going to take a shot. Okay. And I need.
I thought you said no beer.
Well, and I need to draw. I want to draw 4. I'm going to draw 4.
Oh.
Okay.
So this is
Okay.
the
I'm going to draw
shooting
4.
mechanic. You
Yes.
pull 4 things
Okay.
out of a bag.
Yeah. I have a rabbit hat. Ready? Ready?
Yes.
Is that rabbit hat? That's fine. Pull a rabbit. No, it doesn't matter. Right. Okay.
I don't know
Ready?
if the rabbit owns the hat. but-
So.
Oh God.
Okay.
One shot.
Ah.
Is that all I need? I don't know. Who knows? Oh, I do know. But
You
okay,
know.
I know. Ready?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh damn.
Sorry, Molly.
All right.
It's nice
okay,
knowing
hang
you.
on.
So this is calculating like the sort of random chance you'd get if you were actually.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right. Now, I didn't draw 3, and obviously you only need 3 of those and 2 of the red ones. So obviously raise it. I didn't draw 2 red ones, which means I have to show my location. I did draw 3 of these. Okay.
Which means you can.
Which means this guy is dead. I'm shot straight through the window. He's peering out. The officer. Now
Wait.
listen, because this officer is dead. Okay, they can come back next turn, back onto his space. But because it was an officer, I also get the suppression token there, please, Molly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. Okay, and that goes
He's
into my
here.
my bag.
Is he there?
Yeah, he's there.
Now
Yeah,
I got
okay.
3, but I might not necessarily needed 3.
He's either there.
Okay. Right, now, that was a shot.
We didn't name that one.
Now, I'm going to move. I'm allowed to
don't.
move, okay?
Okay.
And then I'm going to...
Should we call him Terence? It's a good name. Posthumously called Terence.
If we go that way...
We've almost got him. To be honest, we're not doing too. Only
We're
one,
not doing too bad.
Only
That
one
is
guy
literally
has
just to
died.
confuse
I
them.
always find with hidden movement games that
Okay.
you feel like you know nothing until you do.
Yes.
Okay, so I've moved, I've shot, I was successful, and it goes to you guys now. So you've got an extra ability now. You can bring back your officer, or you can move and sweep, or do an action, or whatever you want to do.
I think it would be prudent to push onto those squares that we
Yeah.
think he's in.
So you've moved up to 3 spaces.
I may have. Bang!
That was just cruel.
They've set it off.
That was
Oh!
They've set off, so he's dead. I left the bomb here.
Right.
Okay.
There was
That goes-
haptic feedback.
Did you like that?
for
That was good,
a
wasn't
board
it?
game.
Did you like that? It was
That
good,
was
wasn't it? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that was the.
Oh.
Okay, so that's like my squad wiped out.
I mean,
Well, you got one guy.
Yeah, I got one guy.
and dog.
Okay, so you
I'm a
moved.
dog.
He died. So you've got. So that was one move and died. Okay, so you got one more movement with, or one action with black.
So can you bring
Squad.
the officer back?
You can bring the officer back. Yeah,
can
now we'll
bring
go
the
back
officer
onto
back.
their space there. So that's all of black. Squad moved. Okay, so yellow squad.
I'm scared now. I'm going to walk somewhere.
So where did he leave the mine? Here?
Left it there.
It was here.
There.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna. I reckon he might be going through this bit here.
Yeah.
So what I might do is, can I go? I can go from here to here, can't I?
Yes, you can. Yeah.
Cool,
Yeah.
fantastic. I'm gonna go through to here,
Mhm.
and then I'm going to sweep these 2 spaces here. I think he can't be much further ahead of that bomb, because that bomb was a snap decision. Oh. I think I'm used to being wrong, isn't it?
So what you're thinking about your next move,
Mm.
Molly, do you know of any students that have gone on to work on board games
I know quite a lot of.
after graduating?
Pretty sure quite a few concept art students go on to
Yeah.
work for board games and tabletops and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The artwork in them is stunning,
yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. James, do you know of any or?
Not off the top of my head,
Yeah.
but I know of people through people that have gone and done it, which is really, really cool.
Mhm.
And again, like everything relating to this board game is a lesson that could be translated into digital games.
Mhm.
All of it.
Yeah. Well, you're thinking about your shot. I'll just give a bit of context. There's Davin Ward, the course leader for games programming, lovely guy. He and I used to teach a module last year, games development, and in the early phases, the students have got to build a game, and they go through the process relatively quickly, you know. And we get them to play board games to kind of identify the mechanics in the board games and see how they then translate across into their
There is a
potential
lot of
games.
overlap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's quite interesting really when they play some of these games. Go, oh, of course, yeah, I see that there, and then they follow it on, you know, through the coming years, you know, into the final year and so forth.
Which is awesome.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, considering it's games development, people immediately think it is video games, and it's much bigger than that, isn't it?
Where are you going to move your second guy?
I think they're going to go home, retire. They've gone through enough.
Dave, so you moved and then sweep, yeah?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's red. You got red
So
to
it's us.
move now, yeah.
Who, they're not really there for much, are they, poor guys? We could start moving them into this space over here because, like, if Shaun's trajectory is coming from here through to here.
Yeah.
So if we moved little red fella down here.
Yeah.
Yeah? Which one? Can't move. Sure.
Have you done your second? Yeah, you've done your second.
Yeah.
as well.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay, right then. So,
That is the officer there.
Yeah.
it is the officer, yeah.
He's doing great. Should we name him before he inevitably?
You've been naming them all so far, so.
Yeah, hang on, let me think of a name that isn't one of our direct co-workers. David. No, that's our head of research. Yeah, David. Sure.
Right, I've moved. I'm going to hand it back over to you guys now. Don't
What are you
forget you've
thinking,
got
Molly?
these clear ones here you can place on the board where you think I am.
Or there's definitely a mine
Is
here.
that an action?
No, it's not, no. They're
Okay.
free to use, yeah.
Just free.
Mine was here.
So, when was the last time what Sniper Elite series did you play, Jamie?
So I remember playing Sniper Elite 2 when I was younger and probably too young to be playing it. One of the lovely things I enjoyed about it was we used a term called juiciness, right, which is the feedback a game gives you when you do an action. And they have a very, it's going to be a little bit gory, but they have a very cool damage visual descriptive, in which when you shoot someone, you see the bullet go through their anatomy, which is like, there's like whole compilations of it. And while it's quite morbid, it's quite a good feedback system in games, which is, I mean, I wasn't expecting it from the board game, and then one of our soldiers blew up, and you went bang, which one we loved, and I think the sound people are going to love as well.
So how well do you think that's transpired across into this?
I think it's gone well. I think the key thing is games aren't always about the bam, the wow moment. Games are about the ongoing, continuous background stuff that keeps you like in the game, right? You know, engaged in the game. When I play Sniper Elite, when I played Sniper Elite, it's all about stealth. And it's all about, you know, towing that line of anxiety between like taking that shot and being found and knowing what you're going to do next and planning. Yeah. And we're doing that in the board game at the same, like as an analog system. So I'm getting that same feeling that I would be getting if I was playing the game, which is really quite impressive.
Good. Have you done your 2 moves?
Yeah.
You have?
Done my 2 moves.
Okay. Just moves, were they?
Cool.
Yeah, just moves.
Okay. Right in, Jamie. What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
I'm going to win.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, going to win.
That's a bold claim.
Yeah.
He's not going to win. He's not going to win, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely
No,
not.
absolutely not, no.
I'm going to give it my best shot. I'm going to chase you.
Oh, yeah?
I think I know where you are.
Well, I've put cubes down where I think he might be.
Molly knows where you are.
He's in between.
I am going to...
Possibly. I might be completely wrong.
I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go here, and I'm going to sweep here and here.
No.
Okay. I think I'm on your toes. Heels.
I was just going to say Q showing them the board.
Yeah, just cut to the side-by-side of me being so wrong.
And the red
Super
team?
cut of Jamie thinking he's right.
And the red team? What are they going to do?
They're just having a good time.
They're fine.
I might move him here and sweep because I think you're around here.
No.
No. Damn.
Right.
So not that one.
Can we also have a Molly super cut as well?
And did you sweep here?
I swept here and here.
Okay,
He did,
no worries.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to take a shot. Okay. I am going to...
Okay.
How many should I draw?
He's on the beach.
How many should I... Yeah, with a
He
cocktail.
could be on the beach.
With a
at this
cocktail.
point.
I'm going to
Having a
draw...
nice time.
I'm going to draw 5 this time.
Sense
Okay.
my imminent death.
Okay. I'm going to
Yeah,
draw
I think
5.
it's you next,
Yeah.
Jamie.
Maybe I need 5. Maybe it's an attempt to throw you off. Who knows? But here we
Same
go.
feeling I got when I did my A-levels.
Okay.
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 Uh-oh.
Oh, okay.
I forget.
Oh. Ah. Is it one more? One more and then we know where you are.
I've made some lot of noise.
Oh. There it is.
Okay,
There it is.
right,
The hubris.
The hubris of man.
You took one shot and you thought you were hot stuff.
Oh no. oh no. Right, okay. So,
You've shot yourself in the
That
foot there,
sniper
quite
rifle's
literally.
looking like a good doorstop.
yes.
Now, isn't it?
Yeah, right, okay. So, how many have I drawn there? I've drawn 6, haven't I? Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm going to put that one back.
You've gone the same shade as my hair, mate.
I know. Okay, so I've made noise, I'm afraid. Okay, so that's is quite a bit of noise. But I did manage to get the 2 that I need. Okay, so I am here, and the 2 I've shot is a sniper.
Far away.
So I need that sniper
That one.
blue. Yes. Okay, sorry.
Thank you, Molly.
Yeah. Okay.
That's your go.
That is my go, except I haven't moved yet.
Oh, we can move. Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
It's
Damn
okay.
it.
It's
And
okay.
none of our pieces are over this side of the board,
No.
which is a massive miscalculation on our part.
It's. Let's ignore the fact that I was controlling a majority of this side of the board for a second, and remember that we are a team. There's no I in team, Molly.
Okay.
There's a bullet in 2 of our men, though.
And I am going to then pass the turn.
So you're not moving?
I may have.
He's moved.
Okay.
He's got
So
those moves.
just
moved.
you'll go now.
Well, I'm miles away.
No, you're
Or
not.
am I? Can I move twice?
You
No.
can move twice, yes.
Can you sweep afterwards?
No,
No.
because it's your 2 moves go.
But it's fine. We just need to get more pieces over this side of the board.
Yes.
Mhm.
So it's me now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to take this fella, David. 1, 2, and then 1, 2.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
You like
Okay.
that?
No?
Good
but-
No? We've got him on the ropes.
Yeah, I think we do.
Got him on the ropes. Although we should be wary that there's a thing going on over here where
well,
they can get on
I've
and
got
off
one
of.
more objective. Okay, so, if you think objectives here,
I'm sorry, I'm making an executive decision. This might be a
You
wrong
know,
decision.
That's fine. You were in charge from the start, so it's okay.
I'm going here.
Oh,
so is that 2?
That gasp. You just gasped. I caught that.
so again, this is where social deduction comes in.
Right.
A really cool
So,
bit of analog games.
I'm just going to remove that from the board. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, for a second. All right. And then,
His objective might be around here.
well, the objectives are the numbers.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going for possibly one of these. Possibly.
Definitely.
Possibly. Okay.
It's not the massive set piece on the side of the board.
Possibly.
You know, the big
The
submarine
big, yeah,
that could possibly be important.
maybe.
And I'm going to play one of my loadout cards, but I don't have to reveal that until the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least he's telling us this time, other than when he did
Yeah.
it with the mine, where he just sort of went.
And there was a reason for that. Okay. And I'm going to pass the turn back to yourselves.
Right. Come on, Molly, the mine sweeper.
So,
I say mine sweeper.
sweep.
Nope.
Okay, so I give it a go.
Okay. So Molly, tell us, in terms of concept art,
Mm-hmm.
in terms of board games, what's the most beautiful piece of art you've seen in a board game? And be
That
careful,
is-
because I'm then going to ask you how they did it. Go on. So what was the most impressive piece of artwork you've seen in a board game? What board game was it, and describe it to us?
Oh, I've got to think now. We have a really nice board game at home called Inish,
Okay.
which is kind of an area control like war game, and it's the art is really lovely for it. It's all done
Mhm.
in like Art Nouveau style.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's a really really good game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a technique you think that students would learn here through yourselves and the other concept art staff?
Yeah,
and-
it's all digital artwork, but
Yeah.
we obviously do put a lot of emphasis on referring back to traditional art as well, because it's the foundation of all art, and it is
Yeah.
it's important to learn how people have done it throughout
Yeah.
for forever.
Oh,
Really.
Okay. Excellent.
Mm.
Excellent. Have you moved?
I will be moving here. And can I go onto the submarine?
You can if you
I'm gonna
wish.
pop onto the submarine. I'm going
Okay.
to sweep the sections of the submarine. I think that's what I can do.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm sad now. Although, not on the submarine, so...
Yeah.
Which means he's literally anywhere else.
Yeah.
I think we may have fixated on the pre-submarine.
You fixated on the pre-submarine.
Okay. Okay. We were a team at the start, if everyone remembers. You know, we were working together on this.
I'm gonna give a prediction on the middle of the board here, okay, as to how many turns I think I've got left.
I think
Okay.
it's one.
I think...
I think it's one. I think it's one or two.
I think we've been outfoxed,
Yeah. So where do you want?
which is worrying because we're the ginger ones.
Where do you want to move? Your first go?
always fancied Mallorca, but I think
We could move him up to 4 spaces to try and corner him, or we could move.
okay.
But
I think it could be.
yeah,
If he's being like this, I reckon it could be objective number 4.
so I've moved him there, so that's 2 places. Do you want to move him another 2?
I mean, pop into objective number 3. Yeah, I like that. That's good.
Moved.
Okay, you done?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
lovely. Right, okay. So,
One of us should really say something. Although the intense staring is pretty good. We just both stare at Shaun, just like.
Just stare.
okay. I'm going to give you a bit of a
Also,
scenario
the
now.
anxiety
Okay.
and the pacing is
Yeah.
getting very good.
I'm going to take a shot,
Okay.
a peering shot.
Ooh.
Okay. And
Easier.
I think I'm going to need 5 for
Okay.
this.
Or maybe.
I'm going to draw
Might be
5.
around the
Okay.
corner.
So here we go.
Oh.
Ooh, a suppression. Oh dear. So
Ooh.
that can counter that.
Ah,
The only
okay.
problem is,
Ah.
so that goes on there. I said 5, didn't I? So I've got to draw
Yes.
2 more. Okay. Right.
He's dead. Oh, I am. Or you.
Yeah,
It could be anyone.
it could be.
Yeah,
It could be.
it didn't quite reach. It kind of bullet drop.
Oh, glorious.
Bullet
you were
drop.
a while
Glorious.
away then.
Bullet drop. Didn't quite get there. I did make a bit of a noise. I got the suppression obviously on that quickly enough, but it didn't quite get there. So bullet drop. It ricocheted. We can do an episode all about bullet physics if people. We got Ryan Buxton, one of our graduates who works at D3T now, did his dissertation all about ballistics, and it's very, very interesting. So we'll get him in one of the days and come and do a talk on that. That's great. Yeah, yeah. Right, and now I'm going to move. Okay, so I took a shot. It wasn't long enough, but now I'm going to move. Okay, there we are, and. You'll go.
What we thinking? We're thinking
Nothing.
we should have gone into finance probably. That's a thought I've got going.
I'm awful with numbers. That would have been a bad decision.
I think I would have crashed the stock market by this point.
Oh God, where do you want to move?
So it just depends on where he shot from. I think
5
it would be.
paces away.
I've not got my officers, so I can't sweep. 5 paces away can be a lot of places. We don't know who he was shooting at either. I'm going to take a gander. Just going to.
It's my go first.
Oh.
So where do you want me to go? Where are we thinking?
I think it would be good for us to sweep through the objectives. So we've got objective 3 covered. 4 we're close to, so if we heard him in 4, this guy would hear him. If we sweep upwards.
Do you want me to move upwards then?
Yeah, because objective 2 is over here.
Okay, I'll go there.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to sweep.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you sweeping? No, I can't go in the water, and neither can you, so...
If they coded that swimming mechanic.
No, no, unfortunately not. Those two, no. I'm afraid not.
Okay.
Although I were. Although I were.
You were there?
Although I were.
I'm looking to the other northerner at the table to translate.
Northerner?
Although anything north of the Thames.
Stoke is not north.
I have to go north to get here.
So, although I were. But I'll put a prediction down of how many turns I thought I would
I can't
have.
believe that you
This
think Stoke is in the north.
is.
It's
the win?
North of where I'm from.
It's called the Midlands for
if
a
that
reason,
wasn't
Jamie.
obvious. Okay. Right. I'm gonna rush up here, so I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so that's all of those, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, great. So tell us, where do you get most of your board games from? Is it online? Is it
Online, usually, yeah.
And where do you get inspiration for? What sort do you kind of go for?
Well, my my brother and my partner are both like massive board game fans. So my brother always buy new board games. So we always just end up playing what games he wants to play. So he buys like everything, and then my partner works in a board game bar. So we usually just go and play board games whenever we
Try
can.
all sorts of games. That's great. Yeah,
It's a really good board game bar.
Where is it? Is it?
It's in Hanley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
so it's local.
Cool.
But we, so we try out like loads of board games all the time.
Excellent. So in associating to the university, it's really well placed.
Yeah.
A lot of students go there, and it's,
There's a lot of gaming based places.
Excellent.
In the surrounding area.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's our fault. I hope so. But they're like a lot of them are lovely. Really nice places to go into.
I think to make Stoke the Silicon Valley for board games and digital games, based on what we do here as a university, the size of what we are and what we do, and our relation with the games industry, I think it's incredible, and I think that would be an incredible sort of thing to do, wouldn't it? To turn Stoke into that.
That would be nice.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, wouldn't it? Right, 2 moves on the red. What are you doing?
Where are we going?
2 actions.
Do you want me to go here and sweep, even though I don't think he's there?
So what you're saying is, do you want me to do this and then blame it on you?
No, I'm not that mean.
Let's do it. I think that's a good play.
Sweep.
No.
Just straight away.
Just straight away.
Straight away.
Okay.
Didn't even entertain the idea.
I'm just going to move. I'm going to have to use all my moves for this, okay? Because it's on a raised kind of platform like that, and then I'm going to reveal my final one. And there we go.
Oh, we were so close behind as well.
I clocked the crane.
So I'm just going to pop this down.
I clocked it
on the board. So there we go. That's
you can see the whole movement.
Oh.
He didn't come in through black. Jeez.
Yeah, because I got 8, I wasn't allowed to enter. I had to come through, and I got it. I nearly got caught here. Nearly caught me again. That was close.
Yeah.
We kind of got that you were coming through that way at one point.
The shot that I missed here needed 4. I got 3.
Who was it at?
It was the guy who was on the
boat.
Yeah.
Oh.
He just fell off and fell into the
Dramatic
water. Very
of
dramatic.
splosh.
Very sort of Enter the Dragon style.
What was your? You played a card.
I did. The card was up here. Okay, and you got a character. I think it was kind of somewhere in here. And as I moved past, I played this one, which is sound masking. Ignore any negative effects from moving 2 or 3 spaces this turn. That's what it does. So there was a big. Do you like that? That was good. It was really. That went off like that. You got that good.
You get that on a soundboard.
Boo. and I moved. It went, and I just went for it.
Tactical.
So yes,
movements.
that was. There we go. That was Sniper Elite, the board game.
Good.
So thank you very much for your joining me
commentary.
basically. Yeah, it was great. Yeah. So guys, thanks very much for joining us on this episode. It was a furious bit of gameplay there, I think, between the snipers and the defenders. And remember, if you want to see more from Level of Detail, we've got a bunch of episodes available on our YouTube channel. So go and take a look right now, okay? And we'd love to hear your feedback in the comments below. Thanks to our guests, Molly and Jamie.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.